drug trade is very, very dangerous. It's high stakes. Along with that comes violence, death, and destruction.
Passenger side exit, right?
Move.
I was working construction and I ended up falling off a roof and hurt my back. I started seeing a doctor and he prescribed me, narcotic painkillers. He started out with Oxycontin, 10 milligrams. Yeah, doc, the pain starting to hurt a little bit more, and his answer to that was just to give me more painkillers. It wasn't catching up with how fast my body was becoming dependent on it. In the beginning of the day, I would eat my pain pills. In the evening, I'd do a little heroin. And that would make it to where my pain pills didn't run out. Since late '07, I've been using some form of opiate every day.
Over the last 7 years or so, we've seen a dramatic increase in the percentage of heroin users, dramatic increase in overdose deaths, and while there's certain other illicit drugs that still have more people using them, the rate of increase from year to year with heroin, that's what's alarming.
This is a very concerted effort on the part, and an intentional effort on the part of drug trafficking organizations and the cartels that operate south of our border to produce heroin that is at higher purity rates so they can develop a whole new base of addicts. The heroin we see on the streets of St. Charles, city of St. Louis, cities across the country, predominantly comes from two sources. Whether it's made in Colombia or made in Mexico, it's the Mexican cartels that are moving it across that southern border and onto the streets of places like this.
We've seen an increase with heroin seizures. They come in various forms. They could come inside a vehicle, anywhere inside a vehicle, anywhere that you can think of. From bumper to back bumper, tires, gas tank, seats, firewalls, dashboards, floors. The drug cartels and your organized crimes will find any way to bring in their drugs. When the officer was doing the inspection, she couldn't pick up the bottle. So what they did, they cut half of the bottle and they glued them to the top of the crate. And they painted it black and they put their narcotics inside. We may miss some, and we might get some, but even those that we miss, we're going to end up getting it eventually.
Coming in from bus dispatch, bus 6598.
Let's go check this out. We got a person unresponsive we'll go to. We want to do everything we can to get these people the help. Unfortunately, a lot of that time, the only way we can get them that help is by taking them to jail. We know that it's a sickness, it's a disease that they have, but at the same time, it's a crime, and we take the appropriate enforcement on that.
The purpose for us all coming together today is for the execution of a search warrant. The indictment that DTF and the federal agencies are seeking for the heroin overdose. Because of the unknowns, because of the propensity for violence, we are assisting DTF. Go boys.
Move.
All I hear is police search warrant. Real fast. Police search warrant. Bam, bam, bam. Police search warrant. Bam, bam, bam. And then I hear big loud noise. bunch of, boots, and they come flying into the room. They pull us out, throw us in handcuffs. They took us to jail.
Today we discovered heroin and heroin paraphernalia, along with 3 subjects that had active felony warrants.
You're not chasing a high, you're chasing normal. You have to do the drug to be normal, but still, you're not normal, you're just that shell, because what was once you is gone.
In October, we investigated a lethal heroin overdose. The subject actually deceased right there on the floor. That stain on the carpet's still there.
Whether it's charges, whether it's deaths, whether it's other crimes that were committed, an indirect result of somebody's heroin addiction, it does have dramatic repercussions throughout the community.
It's almost like putting somebody who has cancer in a mental institution and saying, well, this will work. You have sick people that need medical help. They need some form of treatment.
Do you think we should have treatment or prison? That is a very false dichotomy of thinking about policy. The fact that a drug is illegal is actually very important in terms of prevention. It's very important in terms of treatment.
If I can get past this withdrawal to where I'm no longer physically sick, I said I will run from this drug as fast as possible and I will never look back. And I just haven't been able to get to that point yet. Every day is exactly the same. And then you go to prison and then every day will be exactly the same in there. When I drive across the bridge, I think to myself, I wonder what it would be like to be that guy who was driving past that would see me up on the ledge getting ready to jump. And what would they think when I looked back at them and then just leapt? That's what's going to end up happening, because there's nothing that's going to change.
There's a cost associated with this addiction. We have to look at where we can have the greatest influence on the quality of life for people across the country.
Desperate time, desperate measures, and that's what probably leads to, people getting involved in this.
I don't think we've come anywhere near understanding how serious this is. From a law enforcement point of view and also from a health point of view, it's devastating.